Welcome to Comic Book Creation Live. It is Mundo Monday.
In here, we pour whiskey.
That shit is funny, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Everything good?
Everything good, man. Everything good. How about you guys?
Gravy. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Mundo looks like he got a fresh haircut. Looking good.
You got
Mundo.
a fade, bro. You look very professional. You asked for a raise today?
Yeah.
You didn't ask for a raise today, bro?
Oh shit, I wish. Even if I asked for one, they wouldn't give it to me.
That ain't true, man. That ain't true, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Had a raise in almost 2 years, man.
Haven't had a raise in more ways than one, let me tell you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Did you ever try a brick through the plate glass window with a note attached?
That works.
I haven't tried that one yet.
It worked for Kevin once.
Everybody knows my damn handwriting, man. I'd probably get laid off.
Oh no, you got to get someone to write it at work. Like it's a third party who would threaten to cause violence if Mundo did not get a promotion because Mundo needs.
That's right, because it's Mundo Mondays.
Yeah, it's very Miami.
Yeah, right. I got a cousin that just moved to Florida, man. She's
from Texas.
She's working in Well, she's from here, from Texas, but she moved to Florida, but before Florida, she was living in Georgia because her and her husband, they do like a lot of construction work and stuff like that. So they work like for the same company, and they do.
So they work for the mob? They're working for the mob?
Nah, not the mob, man. Shit.
I love the way Kevin Bacon says Florida in the X-Men movie he's in. He says Florida. Yeah. Like it has an IA at the end.
I like the way my mom-in-law says Florida. It says Florida. You know how I say squirrel. Like I don't say squirrel. I say squirrel. Like squirrel. She says Florida. Florida.
Who's this?
My mom-in-law. My mom-in-law. Yeah, they gotta go over to Florida. I'm like, what?
Hey guys, I got Mike. I talked to Mike Goins today, man. I let him know that we were gonna be on tonight.
He's coming through.
So hopefully he's gonna chime in.
Nice.
Cool,
Primal Gamer, what's going on, buddy? Thanks.
Yeah. What up, man?
Primal Gamer, what is up? What up?
What's the good word, sir?
Look, my little baby girl just drove.
Paintbrush number one filbert. What kind of brush is that? I can't see that. I can't see the top if it's flat or round. Is it a filbert? Like what is it?
Big ass paintbrush.
Nice. I like the shading right there.
It's like my favorite paintbrush, to tell you the truth. The 1-inch brush. I use that shit.
Yeah.
More than anything.
She says she ain't done with it yet, but you know, she's like contributing to the comic book, man.
Nice. I dig it. I dig it.
Dead by Daylight, playing Dead by Daylight with the boys.
Is that I know that's a horror game with I forgot the actress's name. Man. I think she played like the cheerleader in Heroes.
Thelma, I thought you were over at the Brown Derby with Trixie. No, Teresa.
Margaret, yeah.
Margaret, exactly. What happened to Margaret? She lost her cue.
God, that's it.
That's it. Forgot her name. Not a bad paintbrush at all. Nope.
Oh man, I got the the Profi wired up, man, but it's not working right. I think I've got a short somewhere.
Why? What's it doing?
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know.
It'll when I pull the kill key, it'll sound
The Profi board.
but then one of the buttons won't work. It'll go through all the sound deals.
Have
but
you
it
done
won't.
like their the update and all that?
I probably do need to do the update, but look, I'll pull the kill key out so you can hear this. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then see, I get no ignition, but it should. Oh, see.
Smooth gray.
Smooth
Go through all
Mundo.
those. Right, smooth mundo, yeah.
You
What I
gotta
may
get you
need
your
to
own
do,
font.
right?
So it sounds like it's working. What's the problem here?
Well, there's no ignition. There's no ignition, and it won't light up.
Oh, you
But
mean
see,
when you press the main button, you got nothing, but you do have auxiliary button?
Right, exactly. And then when I put the blade to the pins, everything goes bye-bye. It shuts off. So I think I've got a short somewhere. And what I may need to do is because of the 30 for the buttons that I'm using, maybe I need to go to a 26 for the buttons and try that. Maybe I need to just go to a little bit higher gauge for that stuff.
Like thinner wires, you mean, right?
Well, bigger wire, but a higher gauge wire. Because I've got 30 for the LED. What do you call it? Oh, let's see here. Hold on. See.
You got to check for like a blob of solder or like a piece of hair from a wire like crossing over on that main button. But
yeah,
I'll tell you, I'm dealing with problems too. It's like I wired the Saber up 2 times. Still like everything works except for the NeoPixel. I'm like, Jesus, dude. Like I'm just so over things not working like the second and third time. Now I'm finding out like my friends are so good to me when it comes to telling me what's the problem. And they're telling me, like Jedi Arms dealers telling me it's probably that I have to update the board. Like it's a newer crystal focus and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, Jesus, like even before you test, like I'm just trying to test. You know what I mean? Just to see I have it outside the hill. I'm just trying to see the strip plate up. That's all. It's not a big request, but it's like, no, you got to apparently go in there, do a bunch of upgrading, and then it's going to need a new file because my file's too old, I'm told. So then I'm going to need, a new file and all that stuff. So it's like you step out of it for a couple months. Like I was working with Profi board. Then I go back to Crystal Focus, and I'm like, it's like I'm a newbie when it comes to it now. Just being off of it since like March.
I feel you, man. I feel your pain. I feel you. I mean, how long have I been working on this damn thing? And it's like, can't get anywhere.
Like my customer was like, "Oh, can I get that?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it this weekend. I'll finish it. It's almost ready." I mean, that's what I thought. But that was 2 weekends ago, and like both weekends I was struggling. So then like other people who are like waiting are like, "So wait, where's my Saber?" And I'm like, "Well, I still have to do that one guy that I wanted to finish 2 weeks ago." Do you see how things work?
Yep. And you know what? What's kind of disconcerting is that some people think that it. I mean, for some people it may be easy to wire up, and other times it may not be. And then, but until you really do it yourself, you have no idea what you go through.
I know. And my position still is like, if you do that thing over and over again, like let's say you got this Profi board working and then immediately went to wire up your second Profi board and then your third, fourth, fifth, like it'll get easier, right? Like you'll keep up with it.
Right.
Especially if it's like the same setup, like let's say you do the same type of saber over and over and over.
Right.
I could see that getting like faster and faster, but nothing has ever gone faster than I thought. Like nothing. Kev, did anything ever go faster than you thought? Like nothing ever went faster than I thought.
As far as what? Anything?
Like let's say you want to draw this page. Like I can draw this page in maybe 3.5 hours. You think it'll ever go faster than that?
Yeah, I've had tattoos go quicker than I thought.
I've never had anything go faster than my estimate. Like my estimates are awful.
But like I don't know about building shit. Building is different. I've never had to sit there and make shit work. You know what I'm saying? It's all on me.
What?
I just gotta work.
Just curious. What do you charge for your tats, Kev?
I keep it pretty simple, man. Like I'll do like a small hourly, like maybe like between 50 and 60 an hour, but depending on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it, man.
What are you looking to get, Mundo?
I'm not looking to do like 6-hour tattoos these days.
Shit, I was thinking about getting a saber for a tat, man.
A saber?
Yeah.
Where
a
at?
Saber in my forearm. You know, here.
Yeah.
With the dragon's tail wrapped around it.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Not crazy in a bad way. Like you're crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Way.
Crazy in a good way, man. Trust me.
Okay, crazy.
Mundo, I always wanted like a saber in like right there, not a tattoo, but an actual saber. Like, so let's say I was like a Jedi or something. I want like one of those. You know how like Lando had a gauntlet with like lights blinking on it and stuff?
Yeah.
So like, how about like just a slightly bigger gauntlet where like hidden in there is like, you know how Taxi Driver, he would pop out his guns from like drawer mechanisms that he built into his coat or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
I just watched that movie.
Yeah. So you're like, talking about a saber and a hand gauntlet.
Yeah, like like a saber that pops out of a gauntlet. So like let's say you're a Jedi and that's your second saber. So like it's just a cylinder, like it's not flashy or fancy or like grippy, but it is just a cylinder that's just gonna pop out of this gauntlet, right? So like okay, so let's say you get captured or you lose your lightsaber. They think you don't have a lightsaber, you just have some kind of dumb like medical gauntlet, like whatever you could disguise it as. But instead, a new lightsaber pops out of it, like Taxi Driver's guns pop out, and everyone's finished, bro, finished. Or like, for instance, let's say, like you're like Anakin, you have that metal arm. How about like getting a special metal arm with that shit inside it? So like
kind of like a Wolverine bit.
Yes, because like that's his right hand and he got cut off. So like he could just like have it pop out from the palm, bro.
Yeah.
Like who says the mechanicals have to be in that zone? Be like, listen, build the mechanicals around this cylinder. This is my backup.
Right. Well, have you seen the animated Wolverine cartoon series? Well, it was not a series. I think it was just a movie, but it was kind of like a mini series. It was only like probably like maybe 3 or 4 episodes, but it was from the Japanese and they turned it into English.
Oh, speaking of, wait, let me just pause that for one second.
Something like that.
You know the video you sent that's about Kanan? It's a Kanan comic book.
Yeah.
Please tell me you sent that to Melissa.
I need to send it to her.
Send it to her because that's her favorite character, and that's perfect. The way they do it is perfect for her. She doesn't have to read it.
Yeah.
It reads it to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to her. And I was like, I just ran out of time because I did it really quick. I was at work and I was actually I had it on the YouTube for my guys while we were watching it, and I only had like about a minute or two to just to send it to you real quick, and then I had to get like super busy, so it was just like, and then I thought about it like you said, I was like, oh, I do need to send it to Melissa, and I was like, whoa, you were on the same brainwave, man, because I'm like, I do need to send it to her. I was just thinking about it.
All right, cool. Yeah, because I think she would enjoy that. Because not only is that her favorite character, but that's a type of comic that she could actually enjoy without like straining her eyeballs or whatever. Because
Yeah.
it reads it to you, and plus, depending on how big her screen is, it shows the panel big.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually read that comic. That was the first thing I was going to tell you was that like, oh, I read that comic, but I actually liked the way that they did it. Like I bought that mini series. It was like I think it was like 5 or 6 issues.
Right.
But I continued to listen to that video you sent because I liked the way that it was presented. And then I thought of Melissa. I was like, this is perfect for her. She doesn't have to strain and look at these little words, and it says it, and it's her favorite character. So yeah.
But see, and I can see y'all's comic doing that on YouTube like that, man, and then also elsewhere, because like an animated comic, the way they did it, you guys could do that too.
Yeah, I mean that's more like it sounds like it would have to be free at that point, and I'm not quite ready to like I don't know, give it away for free. You know, that's what I feel about like digital comics. They're the value is diminished because it's digital.
Gotcha.
But in this particular case, like to get Melissa to listen to it, you know, she can enjoy it easier. Yeah, like I but as far as like the best way I've ever seen it done was those X-Men motion comics. They came out maybe like 15 years ago. I used to buy the DVDs and share them with Kevin sometimes at work, where they were like I guess it was the comic book, but it was updated a little so it moved a bit as they read it, as they kind of acted it out, similar to the video you sent, but there was a little motion in there too. Like if Colossus broke through the floor, they would show like rocks floating around and him busting upwards, you know, so they would kind of make the panel into a few slides, I guess. That was actually the goal of the last comic me and Kevin did called Sumeria. The makers of Sumeria wanted to make their own application that was like a motion comic reader. And it was going to do that like on your phone, and you could like or anywhere you wanted. I don't know if that ever you know, when we finished the book, we moved on. I don't know if that app came out and whatnot, but it was not only going to be for that comic, but for any comic that wanted to do it.
And I thought that comic was going to be yours comic as well.
What?
The Sumeria one.
Well, that's one that we drew, but we didn't write that one.
Is that what prompted this also?
I think that's what like allowed me to know that like we could do it, because I guess because we've done it before, you know, that type of thing. It was like one time we went to the comic book store and like that book was on the shelf, and I just remember that moment like telling Kevin like you know, look, you already have a book on the shelf, so there's no reason why you can't do Albatross, because he's talking about Albatross for a number of years. So
yeah, definitely.
Just fucking do it.
I'm really liking the colors in that panel there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, but the bottom one looks kind of wicked too, though. Shoot.
Well,
I think he's got a
he got headlights. He's got headlights.
Yeah. on the top, Kevin's using like a sampler.
Oh yeah, I'm just making sure they're not like veering off from each other too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, they definitely both of them do stand apart. I mean, you can. I mean, definitely.
Oh. Shit, what's up with Mando? You both watched it?
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. There was only that one episode, right?
No,
Did we
they
talk
had
about
a
it
second.
already?
They had a second. They had a second.
They had a second
Not on the
episode?
air. Kind of off the air, real quick. Yeah, they had a second episode.
No shit. I'm gonna
Oh,
have
you
to
didn't
go
watch it?
watch
Oh,
it.
all right. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's what
have to
go.
Primal Gamer is asking about. Yeah, the second episode of Mandalorian, I feel like wasn't good.
It was trash.
It was
The first episode I thought was trash. I was like, what am I watching? And I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them people that want to see like
no, like
mainstream
I
shit fall off the high
accept.
horse. It was
Yeah.
just garbage, man. I was like, this is stupid. There was some
Like,
cool moments, but it was just a dumb episode.
I think both Kevin and I like we differ on our opinions. Like I'm always surprised at what Kevin thinks because I'm always I think I know, but then I'm always I'm not always surprised, but I'm sometimes surprised and I'm like, whoa, he thinks that way. But we could both agree on this episode that it wasn't good because it's like, it's like, Dirty Dancing. You remember when like Patrick Swayze says, you don't put baby in a corner. It's like
Yeah.
they're putting Mando in a corner.
Oh my god.
And they're just making him just.
I just
didn't
get it, man. It was just weird. So weird, man. Like had this weird fucking frog and like
it
what
doesn't
the fuck
advance
is going on?
anything. It doesn't advance anything.
I don't know. Maybe it'll make sense later, but when I was watching it, I was like, what the fuck?
No, like
is
it's
going
like
on?
totally acceptable in the way that they used to do television. Like I've been watching all these series from like the 90s and the early 2000s. They would give you 24 or 25 episodes.
Yeah,
and they had special effects in the episodes. Like it was like a big show, like a number of big shows that were done that way. Like 22 episodes, 25 episodes, 24, 26. Sometimes if the last one was a two-parter, they would do that. And they have special effects and good writing throughout the entire series, entire season sometimes, depending on what show. And with this, it's like you're giving us 8 episodes. And you're going to throw in like what I would consider for one of those 1990s or 2000s type shows that I'm describing as like kind of a throwaway episode or just kind of a goofy episode, which is fine when you have 25 episodes for the season. It's okay to have like, okay, you want to do like an exploratory episode about a frog and her eggs. Like that's okay if we have 20 episodes. It's not okay if we have 8 episodes. And you don't even treat like, in my opinion, you don't even treat like it was cool to get the pilots to say like we're New Republic, like that's cool to hear the words New Republic to me, but it's not cool that like I don't know, they're just acting like assholes, like firing on him, and then he's not even explaining like, hey, like not only do I have like children on board, but I have like species that might be going extinct or whatever, like and then so we get this episode that doesn't mean anything, and then we only have 6 left, and we're not seeing like everybody that they're taunting us with the entire time, which I don't even want to see these people, but like everyone's expecting it now. So people are expecting Boba Fett, Ahsoka, all this stuff, and they're always.
You said you don't want to see them?
No, because like to me, the Star Wars world should be humongous. Like even if you're looking for somebody in the Star Wars world, it should be difficult. But the way that they do their shows and movies, it's like they run into everybody. Like it's fucking nobody's like it's like this guy made C-3PO, like fucking A. And then like this girl finds the fucking Luke's lightsaber. It's like, come on, dude. And then, like everything that they do is like, oh, it's all connected. But it's like this universe is supposed to be ginormous, and it's like everybody's on Tatooine, everything's on Tatooine. So you know what? It's like you guys are so uncreative. Like you can't do anything. Like you can't even imagine anything. Like unbelievable.
Maybe Jon Favreau took a little break or something, and people were like fucking it up.
I don't know that was, I was trying to like it. I was like throughout 3/4 of the episode, I was like, yay. And then like toward the end, I'm like, wait, this is this is garbage. Like this isn't. This is a waste of technique and special effect and everything that you guys used to make this. It's a waste. Like you guys didn't do anything in this episode that, you know, all these 90s TV shows that I've been watching during this whole quarantine, stuff like that. They had character development. They like did stuff with the time. Like this is like Kevin started watching the Clone Wars, you know. He might as well just be watching the Clone Wars. Like
I didn't watch that shit. It was on, but I didn't sit down and watch that shit at all. I'm just not into it. I hate Star Wars, bro. I hate it. I hate hearing about it now. I fucking hate it, bro. I hate it. I'm tired. It's just too much. It's all over the place. I can't. And everybody's so opinionated. I'm like, fuck it. Then I don't want to hear it anymore. Fuck it. Like, just shut the fuck up about it. I don't want to hear it at all.
But I mean, you developed your own opinion on this episode,
right?
Well, what, this Mando shit?
Yeah.
The Mando shit is the only thing I like in the Star Wars fucking universe at this point. That's it. That's it. It's
they shouldn't be wasting people's time with only 8 episodes. They got to get on the ball. That's what I also think. Like The Boys was doing that too on Amazon, where it's like you're only giving us 8 episodes, but they're just withholding. Like, stop holding us back.
Right.
I still haven't even finished that. You know that?
That's
I gotta finish that shit. The Boys. The Boys.
The Boys.
Like, they're all probably kicking themselves now that this whole pandemic thing happened and they can't get back to like filming regularly. Now they're kicking themselves like, hey, we only made 8 episodes, everything. It's like, yeah, you assholes. Like, what are you doing? 8 episodes. Ugh.
I'm
like,
sure
isn't that
it's
like a good complaint? It's like, we want more. You know, like that's a good complaint. It's like, it's not really
budget,
complaining.
It's
like,
budget, man. It's budget.
We just want more.
I don't think it has anything to do with like just making the show. I think it's just all budget.
But
like,
I
people
just
want
feel
to see
like
a return before they keep pushing.
This episode, though, that we just got felt very expensive. Like these,
yeah, it felt expensive as fuck.
And like real special effects, and like I felt like that was like a creature. That wasn't like a CGI thing, right? That was like a puppet or something. And
what,
it felt
frog.
I don't know what it was.
I think the frog would be CGI.
Just all CGI. I don't know. Like to me, it felt like it was like
I think it's
a real thing,
probably based on someone's performance.
Either way, it looked expensive. They were on like a snow planet. They were creeping around the snow. Like they might as well just be doing Albatross Junction. I don't, right? What a waste. What an absolute waste.
It was weird. It was a weird show. I didn't understand it. It was just a weird episode. The whole time I'm just staring at it like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, I know exactly what you were looking at. You wanted to get your song in there, the Pendejo Pandemic.
Pendejo Pandemic.
It's
a pandemic. That's hell yeah. Definitely. It was definitely a pendejo pandemic. That shit was crazy, bro. You gotta check it out though. But you know what? You gotta check it out though. You gotta check it out. It's crazy, man. I was watching that Primal show too, man, but they didn't air it. They didn't show one on Sunday yesterday.
That's something they're releasing once a week?
Usually on Sunday nights, but there was no show last night, so that shit fucking hurt. Hurt. What is this? Oh, so that bit where he ran with his arms up to Mando, like, oh yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, him eating the eggs was kind of weird. That was crazy. The OG
that made Baby Yoda very unlikable to me. I didn't like that.
They changed him too, right? Like he's changed a little bit.
I thought I noticed something. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I noticed that he was bigger or something.
He's a little different. Like he's grown a little bit. Baby Yoda. You said that made him unlikable to you? That he ate eggs?
Oh yeah. Because they explained to the audience that those eggs were important, and then after even being reprimanded, he continued to eat them, and that was actually killing a life form. Like that was like
he doesn't give a fuck. He's fucking Baby Yoda,
and I would say fuck him for that.
He's a baby, bro. He's a fucking baby. It's like my fucking puppy. That motherfucker doesn't listen.
He don't know no better. He's a baby.
He knows better. He's 50 years old. He can talk and do everything. They're so idiotic. They're like, oh, he's 50, but like in the you know, and they just want to say that the old canon is like is erased, but they keep constantly bringing it up, like, and stealing from it for all this stuff. So
Of course.
that's what's gross. Like it's bad because in the canon, in the original canon, Yoda defeated his first Sith when he was 100 years old. So, you know, I still don't know how this race ages, but it just seems off to be like taking certain stuff from canon, but then dismissing so many other bits. Only taking from it when you want to, and it's like it's a little too convenient. Like I don't homie don't play that convenient stuff.
Well,
it is
that's
or
the
it
thing. That see, to me, that's the thing, is that they're not doing enough research, and they're just like you're saying, they're pulling parts from here and there, but without researching what really could coincide with things to make sense of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I doubt those like whoever put like Darth Bane in the Clone Wars ever read the Darth Bane novels. They're just like, oh, Darth Bane, everybody loves him. Let's put him in this thing, and it's like he looks different. He's talking to. It's not him. Like, what are you
what's
doing?
up with Darth Bane movie? Is that happening?
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think any movie's happening.
Not for a while. Because of this pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Serious.
I see you with it. Pandemic. I see you with it. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, if it's anything to do with those same like people that made the last ones, they can fuck off with their movies anyway. You know what I mean? You know, like you said, it's like it's not even good. It's not even good anymore, so they can fuck off with their movies. Like if you know, they're just gonna ruin it. Like if they make a Darth Bane thing, it's not gonna be the book. It's gonna be like something else. And how could it be better? Like that book is an award-winning book. They just think they could do better. That's it's like the biggest egos you've ever heard of. Like that book is an award-winning bestseller, and they'll be like, we can do better. And it won't be better. It'll be another garbage thing. You know what I mean?
I would personally like to see a movie where they follow a book completely to the T.
Like they did with the Game of Thrones show for the first like 4 seasons. They followed the book like so closely. Or like the Harry Potter movies, they followed the book as close as they could, and you know they came out stellar. They're fucking great. You know, like if those first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones,
right? Exactly.
They're like line for line the books, most of it, and it's like it's perfect. It's like perfect television. You never saw anything better than that, and a lot of times, like I always got like titillated, excited when I went into a movie. And then the first lines that you see when the screen opens up, when they're showing the credits or the opening credits, this is based on the book or based on the novel by, I'm like, okay, we're in for a treat. Like it's going to be 15+% better because it's based on a book, guaranteed. But the way that they do things now is like they think that they know better. So they don't like want to follow the material. They're like, no, that material is, you know, from 2003, we could do better. It's like, no, because they want to put, you know, I don't know, messages into it or something. They don't want to follow the actual material.
They want to put their own spin to it, but damn, leave it alone. Shit, the book is the way it is for a reason. And if you follow the damn book, there's no reason why you can't come out with a good movie. Or
especially like a Darth Bane. That's about a macho dude. That is not gonna fly. They are not gonna make that movie. Hell no. Like they canceled James Bond. They said James Bond can't do it. Like they're gonna have a Darth Bane? No, they won't let a Darth Bane happen.
They'll turn him into a pussy.
either that or they'll just say it's Darth Bane was a chick this whole time. It's like,
oh my god, seriously?
Okay,
okay, here's another beef of mine that I have with the damn movie industry. You got this character that's been played by a male persona for however long, and then they want to change it up to be a female.
Not only change it up, like changing it up to a female is fine, but they want to utterly destroy like the male character and say that he's, you know, a pussy, he's the worst, he gave up.
Well, but again, that's where I'm coming from. I mean, you know, if they're gonna change it to a female persona, at least have the decency to put the role as a female, you know, as it should be, not like, okay, a female role, but it's kind of like a male role automatically. You know, you're getting mixed signals. So is this bitch a guy or is this bitch a girl? What? Well, I mean, what the fuck? You're making this character for, you know, all kinds of different ways instead of having.
Yeah, they want to like trash, you know, the original character too, like if they can. So it's like in the Batwoman TV show. So instead of just having like Batwoman, which is great, they will say, so where's Batman? And this is an actual scene from the show. They say like, you know, so where's Batman? And she's like, oh, you know, he gave up. He no longer wants to be Batman. So instead of saying like, oh, he's like so busy like saving the city that we need extra help, and that's where I come in. She's like, no, he's trash. You know, it's like, whoa. That's so it's like they always want to throw somebody under the bus. That never fucking worked in my book. Whenever I saw like an old boss of mine or someone like throw someone under the bus, it never worked out for them. It just made them look bad. Like every time, like why do these people think that like throwing people under the bus is going to make your character stronger or look better? It's not. You got to have like your own good shit to deal with your character. Have your character deal with it. You can't be like, oh, the original guy's trash, so I'm here to take his place. It's like,
no, you know what? Here's my, if I see a female character come in like that, I would want her to tell the audience, or even me being an audience member, hey, you know what? When she comes into the show and she's taking over the show, she's saying, you know what? I'm here now, and everything's gonna be cool. And that's just it. I mean, it's like, I'm here, I'm taking over, deal with it.
I actually love that in the Avatar cartoon. My favorite line in the Korra series is from the first episode, the one Kevin quoted to me. The reason why I even started watching that show is she screams as like a little toddler. She goes, "I'm the Avatar, deal with it."
Yeah, you gotta deal with it.
I actually love that.
To me, that personifies the strong female. That's what we're gonna look for. That's what we're gonna watch, because she said to the audience, "Hey, I'm taking over. I'm doing this. I'm doing that."
Well, she also had to like work really hard to like get her powers to like work right and stuff like that. Like she didn't just step onto the scene and be like, you know, like a wizard. She like had to. She had like talent, but then she had to like do training and stuff like that.
Well, even if you build into the character, still, I mean, you don't want to appear too weak, but at the same time, if you're gonna take over somebody's position, I mean, damn, make it be known that you're there to take over, but not to throw anybody else under the bus because they weak, they didn't want to do it. Yet, like you said, you know, yada yada yada. I mean, because then you, like you said, it's making, you know, them look bad, right? But
no one is ever going to take over Mundo's position. Like trying to kill his nephew as a child, and only because of a vision, even though he saw the good in Darth Vader. What the fuck? Exactly. Like Darth Vader murdered millions of people on Alderaan, and he could be forgiven. But just the thought, it's like they made The Last Jedi and it's like Minority Report. It's like Luke is running like Minority Report, where he's like, oh, this is a future crime I'm gonna stop. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like unbelievable.
They were smoking crack at them.
They don't even understand that character. Unbelievable.
Not at all.
Crazy. What a crazy alternate world, that movie.
I don't even think Luke would have even gone that route whatsoever. I mean, even if he saw the evil in him, I don't think he would have even been like that freaking.
Hell no! Like he threw his sword down in front of the Emperor. Like he's gonna pick it up for this child? Hell no! Hell no! He doesn't do that. He threw his sword down for the Emperor. You guys, that's not Luke. That's not Luke to do that.
That's not Luke. That's Luke being mistreated right there.
Yeah.
Fuck Luke. Fuck Luke. Fuck Leia. Fuck all of them, man. It's all about Mando in 2020. That's it. Fuck him.
Mando's armor is the shit. I hope he has more of those needles that can jab people and kill people. I'm afraid that he used them already.
I
hope he has more.
He always fucking gets those though, man. Because he used them last season in that fucking when he
Yeah,
got
but, like,
Baby Yoda.
that,
Remember?
like,
In that scene, he
special-
used that shit.
Like that special chick that makes them.
I like the fact that he always
she's
uses the
on the
same
run.
shit over and over again.
What do you mean? Like
gonna get
fire
more.
and all
He'll get
that?
Like he's always
I love
using
when
the
you use
fire.
the
He's always using
fire.
that fucking grapple thing. He's always using them fucking little mini missiles and shit. He's always
I
using.
try to
he
call
uses what
it-
he has.
Yeah. Like, you know what? The show's worth it just for that hand-to-hand fight that you get like one an episode, like in this previous
He's a
episode.
beast. He's a
We
beast.
got like that hand-to-hand fight where like he like I try to call it when he's going to do the flamethrower. I try to call it when he's going to shoot the rope out.
Yeah, he's a beast.
So he definitely is a master of that stuff.
Of his
but,
tools. He's a master of his fucking
Yeah.
tools. Even when that little fuck took his jetpack and he was just watching, he was making sure Yoda was okay. And he's like looking at him run away. He's like, "You good? All right?" And he was just like, that motherfucker went flying out. Remember? He went flying and he just fell down.
yeah.
That shit was hilarious to me. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking hilarious!" Like he.
I also thought
twice.
that the other guy from last week, the previous week, who had the Boba armor, also used it very well.
Yeah, he did.
He
Yeah, he did.
He had it for a little bit.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Like I heard some people online saying, and I thought this was very funny. They said he used it better than Boba.
Yeah, right.
I'm
He
like,
did,
he did.
Because I'm still seeing the picture where he got knocked the fuck out into the Sarlacc's mouth. Remember?
Yeah, that
Solo-
always made me mad. Even when I was a kid, I was like, that man didn't die like that.
Well, in
That
the
was
in the
funny.
episode that we just saw, or the first episode, the Mandalorian actually activates the jetpack in the same way Han did to
Mhm.
shoot Timothy Oliphant up in the air. Do you remember that? That was in the episode as well. So it was like the same thing that happened in Return of the Jedi. The Mandalorian did that.
Yeah.
Did that too. This episode, they do a lot of like mini callbacks and
Yeah,
They do
they
a lot
do.
of that shit. They do a lot of that shit.
like they do a lot
Some
that
of
I
it.
miss. Like I find out later on the podcast that I watched, like they said that the speeder that Timothy Oliphant was on in that first episode, when he pulls up next to I want to say Jango Fett. Well, what's his name? The Mandalorian. I forget his. I only knew his name like for one minute. I don't know his name, but yeah, when he pulled up, apparently that was like Anakin's race pod from the start. See, like
Are you
there's just too
serious?
many things. There's too many things. It's like you come on. Okay, I know this is Tatooine, but so you have Anakin's race pod. Like what the fuck else, dude?
Yeah,
Is
it's pretty
connected. There's too many things.
Oh,
This
the
is supposed to be a
the
huge
bike that he made.
It's not necessary. That's not necessary.
universe, man.
That's not necessary at all.
No, it's not.
It's like
That's
I land on
reaching.
Earth.
There's a lot of reaching.
It's like I fucking get shot into Mars and shit. And I come back 50 years later. I land on Earth in a random spot, and I find fucking Anthony's iMac. And it's like, oh, my pictures of my family.
And you know the password because it's like on
Yeah.
a sticker on it.
It's fucking crazy.
Because
He has the picture of my-
because my diary is like lying right next to it. It's like 1,000 years later.
Yeah, it's fucking pretty silly. I don't like shit like that either.
That's too much. Like certain things, like when it's so rad, like when Darth Vader's like, "I'm your father," and you're like, "Holy shit, this connection's the raddest thing I ever heard of." But then when they're like, "Oh, and Darth Vader built C-3PO," and you're like, "Okay," and then they're like, "Oh, and you know." They were, and it's like, okay, and you know, all these things just keep piling up. It's like, oh, and Boba Fett's dad was Jango Fett, and then you know, all the, it's like, okay, and then it's like, too many things.
Yeah, everything's not a
over and
loose
over
end
again.
that has to be tied together and shit.
Yeah,
Yo, this
Oh.
fucking guy I'm drawing is starting to
They
look
all
like
had
me, bro.
daddy issues.
starting to look
They
like
all had
Mundo.
daddy issues.
Starting to look like me if I fucking like put some facial
It
hair on him.
is. He is.
It's fucking crazy.
I
It's like-
pictured him as kind of like a blonde, lighter skinned dude.
No,
but
yeah, but you know, this is
I think
like,
it
he's
makes
in the
more
dark.
sense
This is
this
the
way.
only light sources
That's
on his
true.
head. So you know,
It's the only light we'll
it's
see.
the only fucking light he has, man. It's funny as hell.
Hey, Lighthead.
Lighthead.
Well, see, this is
lightheaded.
what I don't like too. Like Primal Gamer says, George Lucas never thought Boba Fett would be a fan favorite, or he would have wrote a better death for him.
Not
Well,
for you to
that's what
worry about. Yeah.
I don't like changing the story because of what the audience wants, and I consider that in that realm. So when people are like, we love Boba Fett, we wish he didn't die, and then they're like, oh well, he didn't. And you're like, oh, what? And then they're like, yeah, he didn't. Everything's fine with Boba Fett lifestyle. It's like, wait, what? Like, we saw him go in that fucking thing. But it's like, oh, no, but the fans love him so much. Like, Tinkerbell brought him back to life. Like, fuck off. I don't like that shit. Stop.
Are you
Stop.
seriously?
Stop all this changing shit because the fans want it. Like, you know, that shouldn't happen, in my opinion. Like if someone said like to our story, hey, you guys, we love Dobbs so much, can you just bring him back to life? And we'd be like, no, like we can't. No,
Like, no, he's really dead in my mind. Like,
Yeah.
no, he's
yeah,
dead.
like you can't just change the story because everyone's complaining.
He's
And
dead,
that's
bro.
what I
He's
feel
dead.
like.
Like,
You
listen, man, we
can't write a story
we
like that.
can't
No
bring
one's
back your
ever
great
done
uncle
that
either, bro.
before. Like, do you think,
Can't
you
do it.
know, famous authors like over in a course of
do it.
history like wrote with the like wanting to please their audience so they would change? No, it's like the story of Misery. You remember Misery when she captures the
A
guy
cocky
and
duty
she
plane
fucking
fell off the cocky duty cliff.
like she demands that he change the book because she's not fucking happy and she's breaking his legs over it. That's what's
Yeah.
happening now. You know, people are like, no, we demand this. They're like, okay, we'll change it. We'll change it. It's like, no, but this shit's all wrong though.
Yeah.
Don't change it to be wrong. That's my opinion on it. Even though I enjoyed all the books that would say, even the books in like Legends would say Boba Fett's alive and he's integrated into the story. He would still attack. Like, it's like Han Solo would be like 50 years old and Boba Fett would jump out with a jetpack and attack. And it was an amazing part of each book, like when Boba Fett would jump out. But still, I didn't agree with that with Boba Fett there. You know, I'm like, that motherfucker died. You know.
Boba Fett.
And if he wasn't dead, then he'd be in a hell of a lot of pain. You know what they should have done was hearing him scream from inside the Sarlacc, dude.
But yo, do you know? I'm gonna tell you right now. The only reason they had the Mando kill the dragon the way he killed the dragon is so that when fucking Boba Fett says, "Yo, I blew my way out of the Sarlacc," people can be like, "Oh, okay," just like he blew his way out of the dragon, and then it's fucked. That's as soon as I saw it, I was like, "That's."
As soon as I saw that,
Yeah.
I thought that too. I was like, "Oh, they're trying to make some kind of connection here with how that
It was cool. I
escaped."
accepted it because it looked cool as fuck. It looked cool as
But
fuck. I was like, okay.
here's the problem. Like, going back to the same thing I said before is that this universe is so big. Why are you doing this? Like, just make up a new character that walks in because this universe is so big. Just have somebody come in. You know, you already had some people come in, like Cara Dune, that awesome MMA chick who's on the show sometimes. Give her the armor. Maybe he's like, you know, listen, let me, you know, you need this or something like that. You gotta help me break out of this, whatever the situation.
You know what always kind of bothered me about the whole Star Wars movie series from the get. Even as a little kid, you know, you would see all these cool looking aliens. They were always like those cool looking fucking aliens, right? But then all the characters were mainly human, like more for the 99% of the point, 99% of them. I was like, yo, why did they had that one dude in the fucking plane that had like the fish gill lips and shit. He looked like he was like a Spanish fish and shit. He looked crazy. And he was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yo, let him talk. Like, just fucking make him talk English. Like fuck it. And then they had who's the fish guy that was like, it's a trap. He was cool as fuck. But
Yeah.
give me more. Give me more than people, man. Because like they created all these cool looking fucking aliens, but didn't like explain them to me. And I was like, yo, I want to know about those guys. I want to know about that guy. I want to know about the ones with the long.
That's what was awesome about all the
Twilight,
books.
whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
And
they
you know
would
what
like
I've
they
done?
would focus on those characters in the books a lot.
Yeah, that's dope. That shit is dope.
But in the movies, they treat him like trash. Like the Last Jedi, they threw that guy out the window, and you barely saw it. And they just said after the fact that Admiral Akbar is dead.
Akbar,
and the audience is like, wait, what? So like everybody that is like paying attention to what they're saying, which is only like 30% of the audience, the real true like hardcore like people that could hear really good, and they're like, wait, what they say about Admiral Akbar? Because they only like say it in passing. The 70% rest of the people don't even realize what happened, and it's like they just trash these characters like so quickly and stupidly when these characters are actually worth money, like real dollars. Like Luke Skywalker. Like if they kept Luke Skywalker around, like did you know that the amount of money that they made between the first the episode 7 movie and the episode 9 movie dropped by $1 billion? $1 billion.
Damn.
Like
crazy.
A lot of that has to do with the fact that they killed Luke Skywalker. He was worth a lot of actual dollars, not just like people crying about it like me that want to see Luke act like Luke. But it actually means money for them. Like, why would they do it? I don't know. Why would they allow that to happen? Oh, that's looking crazy, Kev. What a beautiful finish to that panel.
Thank you.
That's my favorite part too, of doing a coloring of any sort is those last couple brush strokes. Because
hell yeah. Yo, I didn't know what Primal Gamer just said, that fucking the Sarlacc takes 1,000 hours to digest their prey. That's fucking crazy. Like like Primal, do you have a fucking newsletter that I can subscribe to? Like where
they
you get all
said that in the
they said that.
like so they said that
in the movie
in Return of the Jedi that was the and Han even makes a joke about it.
1,000 years to digest. That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
So when he falls in, you're supposed to, feel like, oh, that's going to be an awful like hell.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're gonna die way before 1,000 years.
Oh, but your bones will still be in there.
Yeah, that's fucking It doesn't matter to me. I'm dead in what? Fucking 3 days without water.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck does 1,000 years mean to me?
Right.
Dead in 3 days. That's crazy.
You'll know a new definition of pain.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like why is Chewie the only Wookiee in the series? There's a whole planet. He's the only one that just like fucking roams around.
Well, you have Tarfer and the other guy who like Yoda talks to in the third movie, but yeah, they're barely there, and they're CGI. They're not even really there.
And like, why does every Wookiee have to be like a fucking ally? There should be like a mean ass Wookiee, just like I want to murder everybody.
In the comics, there's a really awesome like mean Wookiee, and also in the video game, there's a good
mean one, like because they
even in the what do you call it? Even in the audio book, the Han Solo story, in the audio book, man, they got like a couple of Wookiees in there that are like hardcore Wookiees, man, that kick your ass. Like they it was really interesting when I was listening to it.
Yeah, they got a bounty hunter Wookiee that's like a mean one, and I think he even has like an eye patch. And he like works with a couple of these droids that are kind of like R2 and 3PO, but they're mean. They're like bad guys. They're like really like love killing.
That's what I loved about that Han Solo story, man. It was pretty cool. I love listening to it.
Han's story. Han's story a week. Oh shit.
How's your puppy doing, Kev?
He's doing good, man. He's getting chunky as fuck.
I saw photos of him on Instagram. What is he, Cody Cosme?
Cody Cosme, man. It's my boy.
He's so cute.
It's my boy. He's gonna be chunky.
Listen to me.
He's
Cody
gonna be
Cosme.
chunky.
He's got such
bro.
personality too. Like looking at his face.
Yo, he's stubborn, bro. Like if there's something on the floor that he wants, and I pull him back from it, like he fucking fights me
Squirming.
tooth and nail, bro. Like he's just fucking. Like, he thinks he's stronger than me. You know what I mean? Like he just keeps going. Like he just keeps going. Like I've never had a dog do that in my life. Like I'm like, leave it. I'm like, leave, screaming, leave it, leave it, leave it. The whole time he's just pressing against me, like I'm gonna fucking overpower you, bitch. I'm like, oh, it's funny as hell, man. He's a little piece of shit. Little, like I take his cheek and I'm like, flicking him, bang, like leave it, you little bang. And he just looks up at me like, you fucking idiot. Like I'm gonna be big one day. I'm gonna be big one day. Stubborn as hell.
And what about the shoulder? Is that getting better?
I had therapy today. I'm fucking dying. It's definitely getting better though. Definitely getting
What
better.
does therapy get harder?
Oh yeah, because they add more and more shit. Like the better you get, the more shit they add.
Oh yeah, of course.
So they added the simplest movement. It's the simplest movement ever, but it just hurts because my fucking shoulder's dead. So I have to I lay on my stomach on a massage table, let my right fucking shoulder hang off the edge, and all I gotta do is just engage my fucking shoulder blades and then lift it up to the side while I'm on my stomach 30 times. And I can't even do it. I can't even fucking do it. It's the
Fucking
worst.
Rusa.
Fucking Rusa. Reading? Fucking Rusa. Crazy as hell, man.
Oh man, the top panel looks cool, man, with them being in the dark like that, and then the stars behind them.
Thanks, man. Thanks, sir.
Dude, that's killer.
Ooh-wee.
Killer.
I used to say that shit when I was a kid. When I was a kid, all the time. My boy Goose used to say that shit. He's like 4 years old. Oh, I really had a boy Goose. His name was Gustavo though.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to say, "Ooh wee, ooh wee." Like, oh, what the hell is that? Oh shit, ooh wee. So I started saying, "Ooh wee." I thought that was funny as fuck. Ooh wee.
You must have loved it when you played Smash TV and they were like, woo,
woo. Yeah, I told you that shit. Woo, woo. I was like, what they say? Big cash prizes. Woo. I always want to play Smash TV, bro. I just can't find
money,
big
prizes.
Money. Hey,
I like it. I think they would say that in that too.
Yeah, some shit like that. I like it. Yo, where'd the call come from? Am I the only one that heard that shit? Is that in my fucking neighborhood for real?
No. It's my wife's car outside.
Oh, honk twice if you hear me.
She's probably got the kids cleaning out her car or something.
She's bringing in Mundo's Christmas gifts out the front door where he can't see it.
Yeah, Christmas
gift. A new toy! You know what I'm
saying? That was good, bro. That was good.
That was perfect.
Perfect
timing.
Perfect
timing. That was pro.
Mundo, I'm going to tell you 3 possible Christmas gifts that you would tell me if which one you'd enjoy the best if you got at Christmas, okay?
I got a couple. Okay,
Kev, I'm going to say 2 and then you're going to say 2 and then Mundo's going to pick one of these 4 gifts, okay? An electric bicycle. So it's like you don't have to pedal, it just brings you up. And and really good digital camera. Okay, Kev, what are your 2?
I say one is a fucking smoker that only fits 3 Cornish hens at a time. But you think about that shit, right? It's like, fuck, I could smoke some shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? And the other one I think is like a fucking robotic arm to hold shit very still when you're welding, not when you're fucking like soldering shit.
That could help.
I love the robotic arm. I go for that one.
I mean, I'm thinking like an old 1984 like ROM type shit,
like something custom, right?
Like you fucking put it, and it goes. You fucking just, you fire.
That would be badass.
Fire. I think she's getting that for you, bro. I think she's getting that for you.
It's a 1984 arm. Are you listening, Kelly? That's what he wants.
1984 arm. Oh my god. I think I had one of those.
ROM. What the hell was that called? Rob. Nintendo
The Rob Robot.
Yeah, Rob Robot. That was fire. That was fire.
Shit. Now these days, man, you got them robotic hands just like Anakin and Luke.
Yeah, she gets crazy.
And have you seen some of the updated shit that they got for the arms and hands stuff?
Yeah,
Thank God
yeah.
I haven't had to look into it.
Oh my god, the I'm telling you, man, they're really getting that shit just like
Imagine
these
having to
stuff.
whack off with a robotic arms on.
Woo! Ouch. You- yeah.
Oh my god.
It'll give a whole new meaning to the word pop your cherry.
Oh nah, man. Eesh. That's worse. That sounds worse than RoboCop YouTube.
I don't think anything's worse than the RoboCop YouTube.
Popping
Well, you
cherry
said
in
it
real life
yourself,
with a
Kevin. Can
robotic
you
arm?
imagine? Hey, I tell you what happens if it stops working in the middle of you waking off? Oh my god.
No, like what happens if the tactile sensors get overloaded and they squeeze it a little too hard?
That's what he's talking
Well,
about.
that's-
Popping your
Well,
cherry.
that's why I was saying pop your cherry.
Ew.
That's disgusting, bro.
Oh shit.
God damn, man, that's terrible.
I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Oh my god. That's why
Damn.
no wonder Vader was always pissed off. He could never whack it because he
Never
would be
whack
afraid
off,
to.
man. He was always having an asthma attack. He couldn't even whack off.
The Mad Science Workshop is here.
Well,
Mundo.
welcome, man.
It is Mundo Monday over here. And we need our Mundo.
I need him
They need me.
Oh,
in here. We pour whiskey.
I definitely need a drink like that.
All
that's
Mundo's
ridiculous.
drinks are on fire.
On
Radioactive.
On fire.
Primal Gamer's
Nuclear.
crossing his legs right now, and that's because of Mundo.
Oh my
Mundo Mondays, man.
god.
And Mundo wants that for Christmas. Can you believe it? Mundo's sick. Out of all those good presents, I was going to give him an electric bike.
An
An
electric,
bike.
But no, he didn't want it. I got a 4-pack of those. I got a 4-pack of those. I'll
You can
pass
give me
those
one of
around.
those instead. Oh, use it, and lose it.
Use it, lose it. Perfect. I want some crazy fucking edibles for Christmas, bro. And I want a trip with my whole fucking family. I'm gonna make like eggnog and just lace that shit with fucking.
I felt like I was
LSD
tripping
or
before
some
because
shit.
I was like, just like Kevin does sometimes. I was seeing something in the carpet. I saw a face.
Sometimes I see shit all day long, bro. What are you talking about?
Like I saw a face in the carpet, and then I kept looking at it, and I was thinking of Kevin. I was like, "Oh, Kev, if I could capture this somehow, Kevin would see this." And then around the face, I saw an afro. It was a beautiful afro that formed around the face. It was like a whole person.
Beautiful hair. Yeah, I see shit. I see faces everywhere, but it sounds crazy, but only visual motherfuckers get it. Sounds
My
crazy.
favorite is the tile.
Oh
Kevin
yeah,
sent me some tile photos before.
it's legit. And you see it, right?
Yeah, carpet ones. I don't know if they would translate. I haven't tried that yet, so I didn't.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
I
a lot of
see some
times I don't
carpet.
have my phone on me. Like there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I want to take a photo right now. I'm just like in the house somewhere, but I don't have the phone on me, so I'm like, fuck, like I'll never be able to like come back to this spot.
No, I can come back. I can come back and find them. I can definitely come back and find them. It's the best.
That's funny.
It's the best. Every carpet and every tile has some crazy different shit in it.
It's mathematical.
Sounds dumb as fuck. But I've been like, even as a kid, I had wood paneling in my room. And when I was going to sleep, my little imaginary friends were the faces I saw in the wood paneling. There was an old lady. There was a fucking like, demon looking dude. It was wild. It was wild.
My dreams were enough to scare the shit out of me when I was little.
Because you watched all the scary movies or what?
What's that?
Because you watched all the scary movies or what?
Yeah, like I would see like I remember one in particular. My dad was watching something and the house was burning down in the show, and then I went to sleep that night and I was just freaking out that like I guess I had a dream and that it was our house, you know, and
fire starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I love that movie though.
That is a cool movie, man.
That's a great movie.
Now I used to have the fucking night terrors, but a lot of times instead of seeing like a shadowy figure, my little fucking like 9-year-old self would see Zartan. Like it'd be Zartan standing over me and shit.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit, that's fucking Zartan. Like I gotta wake up. Like I gotta fucking
From
wake
G.I.
up.
Joe?
Yeah, it was Zartan standing over me, bro. It's fucking kind of wild. Out of all people, Zartan. But I mean, he's fucking like 7 foot tall in my dreams.
Wow. I've only had one nightmare in my entire life, man. One big.
No, this is a night. I'm talking about night. I still to this day I still get night
like
terror.
A night terror is the type of thing I think. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, Kev. Where like you go to scream. Like this used to happen to me when I was a little kid, or at least I thought it did when I was like in my dream. Still, I thought I woke up, tried to scream, no sound came out. Is that a night terror?
Yeah. So you're kind of awake. So you're kind of like in between consciousness and sleep. And you're aware, like you see your room, you can see your room, but since it's dark, everything in your room just takes different forms. You know what I mean? Like your bookshelf could be a bunch of fucking like, I don't know, like little devils looking at you and shit like that. And always off, and always off to your peripheral vision are like shadows of like the devil himself, bro. He just wants. It feels like he just wants to kill you, bro. It's like this motherfucker over
here. Is this
like
a Catholic person's night terrors?
No, it's just night terror, shadow people and all that shit. Night terrors are bad. And then but I've had them so long that I know because like you feel it's like it's sleep paralysis. It's basically sleep paralysis. You wake up, you're kind of in and out of consciousness and you're paralyzed. You can't move. So since you can't move, you start to panic and your brain starts like filling in gaps, visual gaps where just like your dresser might look like a big fucking evil clown looking at you now. It's fucked up. But like I've had them so long that I just know just go to sleep. So like I wake up and
go
I'm
to
just like,
sleep. How do you go to sleep in that state?
But that's what I'm saying. I've always had them. Like I've always had this. So like I wake up and I see like no, I'm like, oh shit, the devil's there. Oh look at these evil ass clowns. Oh shit, look at this motherfucker trying to kill me. And I'm like, but like the days I try, like I remember back in the days I used to try to get out and scream, and I sound and I told you this, and I sound like Chewbacca. Like I'm trying to get out. I'm just like. You can't.
But that's still in the dream, though. Is that still in the dream?
No, you like you wake up and you see your room, like you see like the lights from your cable box. You see,
and
like,
then you tried to scream and it was Chewbacca.
And because you're paralyzed, you can't move. You just can't move.
I've only done something like that one time, and I don't know. It's because maybe I was like into some kind of when I was younger, got into like
some kind of druid type shit,
astral projection type shit. Well, check this out. You know, one night I thought I woke up, right? And I woke up with my face to my ceiling.
Oh my God, you were in Train Spotting.
I saw that in Nightmare on Elm Street, bro.
And so I turn around and I see my body below me, right? Just
Mundo died once.
I'm all like, how the fuck is this possible? Like, where am I?
And oh my God, Mundo.
It was my own room. And I'm all like, what the fuck? And then, you know, a minute later, I'm like back to my body and it's like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah,
you
like
know?
that kind of relates to the scariest thing I ever saw in a movie. Was a movie called The Haunting. But there was
Mhm.
there's like 10 movies called The Haunting. So I don't know which one it is, but this was like one of the ones they would show, around this time of year, and they'd play it on like Channel 11 back in like 1992. I was scared shitless of this because what happened was the man of the house. So it was same old story of a haunting where like family moves into a house that's haunted, right? And
Mhm.
like this was just done really well. Like the wall started bleeding at one point. The father paints over it. And then when the kids get home the next day, they're like, "Daddy, I thought you painted over the walls." He's like, "Yeah, they look a lot better now." They're like, "No, they're still red or something." And they're bleeding still. It's like, what the fuck? And all this crazy shit happens. A dog dies. Everything like goes so wrong. And when it gets really bad, like there was one bad scene that got me so scared. I'm still scared to this day. Right now, as I say this to you, like my left side is getting chills a little bit. Like only
You
my left
serious?
arm is getting chilled.
Wow.
That the
Oh,
same thing, Mundo. The father like kind of wakes up with
Mhm.
he's floating like Superman close to the ceiling,
Mhm.
and he's trying to get down and he can't because the girl ghost is raping him. I don't know how that works. But he was screaming.
That's amazing.
Man,
No, but
that's a
this is
bad-
still
Yo, what kind of
scary.
That's a
fucking
bad-
ghost porn you watching, bro?
This was so bad. Like the way that they depicted
Ghost
it, like
porn.
him getting raped by a ghost. I was fucking, and I still am scared even right now as I speak this.
Oh shit!
Because
You've been
I feel
watching
like that would be
Ghostbusters too much.
the only thing that could like defeat me. Like I'm not scared of anything except for like a good ass raping by a ghost. That would scare the fucking bejesus out of me.
Okay, Ray.
That's terrible, bro.
That
Yo, what
is-
he say? He said, Primal Gamer says I had a recurring creature in my nightmares. It was some dinosaur-like thing with a split in half lower jaw and red demon eyes. Right? Draw that shit.
Oh shit,
Bro, that's your fucking that's your avatar. What are you talking about? Look at your
Kind of sounds
avatar.
like a cross between his avatar and like the thing from Stranger Things.
The most
That's crazy,
scariest,
yeah.
the most scariest
crazy.
dream I've actually ever had was of a werewolf, man. That I was actually being
You were turning
attacked
into
by
one?
No, I was being attacked by one.
Yeah, but you would
So-
eventually turn into one if you survived the attack.
So
Well,
yo,
I did
outside
survive, obviously.
outside of the night terrors, which are like that, which are fucked up, I used to always have recurring dreams. It was the 3 same recurring dreams, like my whole childhood until I was like early 20s. It was either like Michael Myers was chasing me and I couldn't run, right? So like I had to like run backwards and push off. Like I couldn't run forward for some reason. I had to turn around and like push my legs backwards, like I was on the moon or some shit. Right? It was crazy.
Mhm.
And then the other one was like I was flying a Red Baron plane, like Snoopy's Red Baron plane, just like one of those old school Red Baron. And I was just like, yo, I'm fucking flying. Like, why do I keep having this dream? I'm flying. But then the third one was the one where you're dreaming and you find
Mhm.
out how fucking crazy and foul you are. Because everything I did, as soon as I was in a dream, and I was like, wait, I'm dreaming. And I knew I was dreaming. I was doing GTA shit before GTA. It was crazy. I was like, yo, I'm a bad person, bro.
Wow.
I do this when I know I'm dreaming. I was doing some fucked up.
Well,
I was like,
tell me the
fucked up.
best dream that you had then. Like, what were you doing? Because I remember what I was
The
doing
best
in
dream is when
my
I knew I was dreaming.
most
I'm like
fun.
fucking Neo in the Matrix. I did anything I wanted to do. It was crazy.
And what did
It
you
was
choose
crazy.
to do?
I mean, I'm flying around. I'm tearing people up. I'm fucking doing everything. I'm fucking doing whatever I wanted to do. It was crazy.
The closest I
everything I
ever
wanted to
came
do.
to that was that like lucid dreaming type stuff was I was like maybe like 20, and I remember having this one where I was like the best way I could describe it was like there was like a Jungle Book movie or a Tarzan movie that came out around that time where it was like in the cartoon or whatever, it was like the Jungle Book character was like sliding
Which
down
one?
the
Like
tree trunks
like
and
Shere
stuff.
Khan, like the bad one, like Shere Khan, like the
I think
fucking tiger.
like the boy or the human
Mowgli?
was like sliding
Mowgli,
down,
Mowgli's the boy.
like sliding up and down branches and like jumping around on trees.
Yeah.
So in this dream, it was like a cross between that, but it was also like flying, but not quite flying. So like I could like jump off the tree and kind of float to the next tree, like a really long jump. And that happened like a lot. Like I was kind of in a Jungle Book type scenario, but I was like a freak jumper.
Man, yo,
that was
the
the best.
best one of the best lucid dreams I can remember, and it was just violent. It was violent as fuck. So I'm dreaming that like I'm like my boy is on the run, and they mistakenly like take me as an accomplice with him. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like crying. What the fuck you got me into? Blah blah
He's
blah
crying.
blah blah. Like, and we're going through like, and in my dream we were going through like childhood kitchens that I remember, like my neighbors had, like from the backyard and shit like that. And then it hit me that I was like, yo, I'm fucking dreaming, like I'm dreaming. And then I just went full Punisher mode. I was just like fucking like I went crazy. I like murdered 1 million people. It was nuts.
Yeah.
It was nuts. I was dreaming. I was like, yo, I had full control. I was every superhero rolled in one. It was nuts. Then I woke up like, yo, that was fucking amazing. I was like, I woke up feeling great. And I was like, yo, this is fucking.
So do y'all freak out with deja vu?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes deja vu fucks me up.
I get that a lot, man.
That fucks me up sometimes. But sometimes it's like the deja vu is so thick where you kind of like you're like, wait, and you start looking for shit, and sometimes you see some similar things that you thought you would see. That fucks me up. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
See, that's crazy because there's been a lot of situations that I've been in where I actually dreamt it. It was like, wait a minute, I've been through this before. And I'm like, same scenario.
What was your guys' like best dream? Like the best dream you've ever had?
Yeah, like it's that whole series of lucid dreams. They were all my best. They were all my fucking best.
I was just trying to bug you guys out by deja vuing you.
Oh. Yeah. That's funny.
But Kevin just chose to answer the question again.
Yeah. Because sometimes you ask the same question twice. Sometimes, motherfucker. So I just answered it again.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. That used to be one of my fucking dumbass jokes when I was a kid too. But yo, you ever have deja vu? Like the answer, and I fucking don't say nothing. I'm like, yo, you ever have deja vu? In my head, that shit was hilarious.
Remind me to never say that one again, then.
That shit was funny. But yeah, but honestly, deja vu fucks me up. What's he saying now? What problem saying now? No, but basically it was like a super tall and could go and form into a shadow, and it was like covered by only flesh and bone, no like scale, skin.
It scared the crap out of me when I was like 7 or 8.
Wow.
Yeah. 7 or 8 is bad.
I got scared by the Hulk, and the Hulk was like my favorite character. I had a nightmare about the Hulk, and I love the Hulk. I don't know why. I didn't want him to crush me.
The Hulk. I
had a dream that he was going to crush me when I checked the mailbox, and I was trying to check the mailbox for my Transformer. And when I would check the mailbox, then I had to run in the house in my dream and run up the stairs, and the Hulk was chasing. And I got up the stairs, but the Hulk was faster, smashing the walls and the door and everything. And then he jumped on me, and I wake up. Ah, fuck. Fucking Hulk.
Fucking Hulk, yo. Then I always used to have some like real fucked up, like just bad fucking like just I have this one dream. I always get fucking shot in the head, bro. I get shot in the head. I fall, and I just fucking see like first person view, just fucking blood on the sidewalk.
You would always tell me about those. Yeah,
it was the worst. That was the worst. I would wake up like, why the fuck?
Like I'm disturbed that you had those. Yeah, like I don't like those because I don't like the.
You don't like those. I don't like those.
Well, you know, and of course, everybody's had those dreams of falling down right from the building onto.
No, I never had those falling dreams. I know what you're talking about. And they say if you land, you die for real or some shit. I never had the falling dreams.
Yeah, but Kevin has ones where he does die.
Yeah, just
and they say if you die in your dream, you actually should already be dead. Like you should be dead already. But Kevin's proof that no, he's been shot in the head and he's fine.
Yeah.
Well, see, and here's one because I actually did one of those. I had a falling down dream, right? But when I was reading some certain books, it says for you to just picture yourself breaking through when you fall, right? And I actually did that. And this is the weird shit though, because I actually, right before I hit the ground, I didn't wake up, but I pictured myself kind of going like through a portal, right? And it was weird because as soon as I hit the ground, I broke through, and there was just like a stream of light, like you're going through, these wires, shit. It's like weird.
Woke up in the Matrix for real.
Oh, fuck. It felt like it, man. It felt like it because it was just a bunch of white and colored lights, not necessarily like all blinky type,
Yeah,
but
man.
just like a solid blue and white color going straight
That's
through.
crazy.
Can you hook me up with some of that shit?
Yo,
Right?
for real, I need that. Yo, you guys ever have a dream in a dream? I had that happen to me a few times before.
I don't know. Tell me about it, because I don't know if I remember my dreams this
It's
well.
like you have a dream and then you wake up, but you're still in a dream. Like you wake up from a dream in a dream.
Yeah, well, those are like when I was a kid, and when you talked about, what'd you say, night terror? Is that what you said?
Mhm.
Where I thought it was like I thought I was awake in the dream and I was about to scream for like my mama, because I was,
Mama!
10 or whatever, and I wanted someone to come running as fast as possible. But instead of what a scream would normally come out, nothing came out.
Yeah.
And that was scarier than why I was screaming, I think, because I don't recall like why I was screaming, but I remember a lot of these dreams of like trying to scream, thinking I was like got up in my bed, not like stood up, but half got up at your waist type of thing.
Mhm.
Scream for your mom, but nothing come out. And then still not be awake yet. You know what I mean? Then wake up and be like, holy shit. Like, hopefully I could scream if I needed to. But
Shit is wild.
like in the dream, couldn't.
That shit is
Do
wild.
y'all ever see like little like shadows pass you and it just like turned your head?
Oh, all the time in my
In
life.
real life.
I attribute always to my dog, but a lot of times when I look, it's not the dog. And that's actually the weird thing that happens when your dog dies, is
Mhm.
that like I'll see my dog for a fucking year, like after he dies, because like every shadow to me, because like half the shadows I see today are
Mhm.
my dog. Like he'll walk by in the corner of my eye, I catch it. But
Mhm.
sometimes like I see a blanket curled up and my eye thinks it's my dog lying there, but then when I focus on it, I'm like, oh, he's not lying there, he's some other room. But then like
Mhm.
after the dog dies, you always see him, like, but it's just a shadow, or it's just like
Mhm.
that blanket curled up that looks like the dog's face, like on the ground,
Mhm.
or the laundry on the ground that looks like the dog. So that's really fucking sad, honest to God. Like when you lose your pet and you see him still.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, he's alive, and I still see him, and he's not. He's like Kevin said, like a shadow or something. I think it's him, but he's in the other room or something.
Mhm.
It's crazy shit, man. So Primal Gamer said his favorite dream was one where he saw his pawpaw that passed away and they just got to talk. That's always a good one.
That's
Yo, you know what's one of the fucking freakiest dreams I ever had, and it's kind of related. So after my grandma passed away and shit like that, like within like a couple of days after she passed, she just showed up in a dream and like shows well about that like a nightgown type deal, like a robe.
Mhm.
So she's in her fucking
That's a
like
Mundo
night,
sleeps in.
yeah, like a pink fucking like robe. And she's like keeps covering her mouth, and she's like, oh, she's like, oh, I don't have my teeth in, but I just want to say, just tell me like the last words type shit. And I'm like, oh shit, it's my grandma, this is crazy. Then we wake up, and I wake up, and we're still talking about my grandmother passing, blah blah blah. And then we get a call from a friend that's like, yo, I found her teeth, like I have found her teeth, like her dentures and shit. I found her teeth down the block, like 'cause she had a heart attack on the street, and her teeth came out her mouth.
Oh wow.
So we didn't want to bury her without her teeth. And that morning I had that fucking dream. Somebody was like, but I didn't know this. I didn't know her teeth were missing. No one. That's not something you talk about when somebody, like, oh, and her teeth are missing. You just don't bring it up.
Right.
But in my dream, her teeth were missing. Then I found out her teeth were missing for real, and I'm like, oh shit.
And then in the next dream, she had the teeth.
I didn't have a next dream. I never had a next dream. I was fucked up. I've been waiting for that next dream. It's fucking crazy. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah, like my friend that passed, my first best friend that passed, because I had a couple pass away, but my first best friend that passed, like I guess I was like, you're a lot of times like mad at the person, especially when it's like unexpected. I think like sometimes you can turn kind of mad at them, like they left me type of thing. I would have these dreams where like we were almost at a party or something. I remember there being people around. This was kind of reoccurring, and he was across the party, and it was something agitating of inside me, where like I was like, no, I'm not going to go talk to him because I'm angry. And then maybe, and then it would be like another dream. But then there was one dream where we talked, and like Primal Gamer said, like that was a good one to me, because like that was one where we actually talked. But like the other ones, I guess it was like something about me being angry, was like not willing to talk or not willing to even like look, because I was like, you left me here type of thing. I think that was like the feeling in the dream.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So like all my boys that passed and shit coming up, how do we get into this fucking conversation? Anyway, so whenever like
it's all dreams, I think.
My boys that I lost, my boys
Dream
that I
a little
lost,
dream.
yeah, my boys that I lost in the fucking like just growing up. When they were in my dream, it's like, I don't know. I don't talk to them. I don't really acknowledge them. I just they're just there, because there's a part of me that just accepted that they fucking died the way they died, and that's it. Like that,
and they're kind of just like, they're like part of the memory, but they can't contribute anymore.
That's it. It's just done.
So they
like,
can't contribute in the dream either.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Never really tried to break it down, but they just fucking there. Crazy shit. Crazy shit.
It's like I still talk to my best friend, like he's here still, and
I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about like people I've lost. Like I started losing like friends at like 14. You know what I'm saying? In like unnatural ways. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's like that shit just go like, now that I'm older, I'm fucking 43 now. I've lost people like to health problems, and like those people I would definitely like seek out and try to talk to and shit like that.
Well, that stuff you want to do where it's like ayahuasca or something in another country. Apparently,
I'm down for that.
You might be able to discuss stuff with like other people.
That'd be wild.
That are gone. I don't know.
Right? That'd be a trip.
That'd be dope. Literally, it'd be a trip.
No pun intended.
Well, I don't know if they pull some kind of thing where they're gonna, I don't know, is this a possibility? I don't really watch the news or anything, or like what the candidates are for or whatever, but like, are any of them for like not decriminalize, but like making drugs legal?
Make drugs legal again?
Yeah.
No, I don't think not in our area, but they're doing that in some states. Like some states, I don't know if they fucking, I don't know the whole deal. Like they didn't fully I guess they did fully decriminalize it. Like if you fucking caught doing coke or heroin, I don't know what happens to you, but you're not necessarily getting locked up for it.
Really?
Like in like, I don't fucking know where, somewhere in the Midwest. I forgot exactly where. But it's like cocaine and heroin. Like if you get caught, it's not
as long as it's these small amounts, right? Like you're not.
I don't think they're just gonna leave you alone. Like, oh, you're doing coke, oh, just get home safe. I don't think they're just gonna fucking let you go. But I don't think you're not necessarily going to jail. You're not. It's not a jail sentence anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Just do coke at home.
Just do coke at home, bro. Like just do your heroin in your living room, bro.
What is it like Colorado? It's legal to smoke the weed over there.
Shit is legal here.
It's just legal there. I don't know, like it's going to be.
It's legal here. It's fucking, yeah, you can smoke in your fucking backyard right now.
Oh no, not right now. It'll probably be like January.
Not right now. Fucking right now, bro. Smoke in your backyard. Go ahead.
It's still illegal here in Texas, but I think they're going to pass it to where it's legal here in Texas.
They want that tax money, man. And once it's legal everywhere, they're gonna start fucking it up. I'm telling you, you're gonna get your first overdose of marijuana. I guarantee it. I guarantee
Don't
it.
Say that type of shit.
I guarantee it, bro. Once they fucking make it all legal and the government has their strains that you gotta fucking smoke here and there, somebody's gonna fucking OD on that shit. and then it's gonna be expensive, and then it's gonna be taxed out the ass, and then it's
If
gonna
I
be
was the
fucking
first one
insurance. It's gonna be
to
fucked
OD,
up.
do you think I'd be like kind of in some kind of history book?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Maybe we could, aim for that.
You should
You
just
go
keep
for
fucking
go for
smoke
the red
more, bro.
go
Smoke more.
go for the Redman shit. The Cheech and Chong, the Cheech and Chong.
If it happened, it'd probably be because of like it's either two ways it happens. It happens because you do something stupid like fall off a ledge, or you suffocate by literally smoking too much. Like how else could it happen?
No, I'm saying they're gonna start fucking with the strains. The government is.
Yeah, so what do you think would happen? Like they'd be so powerful that you wouldn't realize you were standing on the edge of a cliff?
No, that
Or-
shit is gonna have fucking like formaldehyde in it. You know what I'm saying? Preservatives and
you die
bullshit.
because of
Because you're smoking just impure shit.
so it's like a disease. You're thinking it's like gonna end up being a disease?
It's gonna be like fucking. I don't know. It's gonna be fucking ugly.
Don't say that.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's guaranteed. I guarantee it, bro. I
Guarantee
guarantee.
something good.
So you're already coughing, bro.
Guarantee something like a winning lotto or something.
Yeah, I need $1
I
million.
would love to win the lotto.
Don't use your magic for evil.
I need my first mill already. I need my first milli. A milli.
Dumbledore says the most powerful magic is words. So don't fuck around.
Words. I believe that shit. I believe that shit. Abracadabra, bro. That's why I wear the abracadabra pendant every day.
Abracadabra, the pendejo pandemic.
Pendejo pandemic. For real, you've heard me preach the whole abracadabra speech, bro, 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
Mundo, why is it so quiet in your house today?
What the fuck, bro?
Why? Everybody's getting ready to go to sleep except me.
What the
Saber or bust for Mundo tonight.
Yeah, when you gonna fire that thing up, man? Start swinging it like fucking Star Wars kid.
Are you having withdrawals, Kevin?
I just want to see your saber fired up. Fire it up. Fire
I
it
know,
up.
right? Well, I got the other one, but I just need to. I need to see how I can fix this stupid Profi and get it working the right way. So I'm really disappointed because this is like literally like the 5th time I've rewired the damn thing. Still having problems. So it's like
Yeah, I'm surprised because you have those goggles that you could see so close. I'm surprised, you got to like look real close, make sure everything should be visible if something's wrong. That's why it's surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't see what could be wrong, but at the same time, it's like,
make sure
it's
your
crazy.
settings are the way they should be. Investigate the settings stuff more.
What do you mean settings? Oh,
your what's it called? Text file.
Yeah.
Make sure your board's updated. Do the text file. Make sure that that's legit. You can ask people like JB Kuma to look at your text file. You could put it on the forum.
Well, here's the weird thing about it, though. I honestly think that it has something to do with the buttons, maybe. So I'm not sure, but my theory is that maybe
do you have a tester?
Yeah.
Like a wire tester that like beeps, like test that main button to make sure that the button's operational. Since you do have one operational button in the aux button, you could actually do a couple things. You could go for one button operation on the Saber and program it for one button operation. You have an aux button, or just for like testing to figure out what's going on, or you could change the parameter of the aux button to become the main button.
Yeah, well, I thought about that too, but here's the weird thing is also the PLI. It's supposed to be all the way up because the battery is charged all the way up, right? So when I pull the kill key, I'm about two green lights down, and that's where it stays. Even if the battery is drained a little bit, it doesn't go up or down. It stays in the same place. So it's
Well,
kind of
your
weird to me.
PLI, is that properly wired and stuff? Like
Yeah, it's
I've had
properly
a
wired.
PLI. Like there's different PLIs. You know, there you have a 3.7 battery. Um, do you have the correct PLI to go along with that battery and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do.
I know
I
there's
do
different ones. Yeah.
because it's gone to all the full green lights before, and of course on the Profi, I've got the positive wire on the Profi board where it's supposed to go. I've got the negative to the three negative wires heading in from both the pins and the battery. All the negatives are together where they should be. And I mean, I probably went over this freaking schematic like about another 7 to 20 times. Each time just putting the wires where I know they should be.
You know what I think
And
you
so
got to do?
it's
You got to like to be
huh?
able to look at it, from another perspective, because you don't have somebody like I was lucky enough to have some people in New Jersey that came to visit me and like teach me like firsthand about the wiring.
Uh-huh.
Since you don't have that, the one next best thing is like look at YouTube videos of like people wiring. Like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, that guy Meg Tooth Sit that you watch sometimes. Look at
Right.
some of his like older videos. Look at some of his streams where he's wiring. Just to, even if it seems redundant, believe me, I watch the same videos over and over again by like Mad Cow, let's say, and I still pick up new things.
Yeah.
Just like when I watch Star Wars, even though I've seen that movie 112 times, I will, if I watched it tonight, I'll hear a line that I'm unfamiliar with. I guarantee you, like some like, oh my god, someone says that. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you'll pick something up that they say, and it'll be something you hear will be an epiphany. You'll be like, oh, that's how they do it, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So you got to watch maybe videos like pretend like, because you don't have somebody there to kind of to show you in person. Like I had a guy named Dan that would come down and like wire
Mm-hmm.
up the saber in front of me, and that went on for years. Like he was better at it for years, and then like I finally
Mm-hmm.
started to get good at it, and he would start coming down and say, listen, he goes, I think you're better than me at this now. I'm like, oh really? It took years, but like I got even better than at least in his opinion.
Right. So, well, I mean, I still have to remember this is my very first one that I'm doing. So,
Yeah, like
you
so like
know,
to get all those different
um,
perspectives of like, just like when me and Kevin work in the Adobe programs for our job,
mhm,
Illustrator, Photoshop. Interesting thing about those programs is there's like 10 ways to do any one task. So
yeah.
like Kevin might have his way of like cropping something, I have my way, and there's like 10 ways
Mhm,
to get at that. Same thing with these new boards, the lightsaber stuff. It's like
mhm,
you can do it a few different ways. So
right.
it's kind of good to see how different people do it.
Right. Well, see, and here's the weird thing because I've got on the button that doesn't work for the ignition, I've got continuity.
Hmm.
So that
Like when you put your leads to it
mhm.
and I hear the beeping, that's only when you press the button, right? That isn't beeping the whole time, right?
No, it's actually I'm not even pressing the button, but it's beeping without pressing the button.
Oh, well, that's a problem because
Is
that
it?
means something's touching. Because
Mhm.
if you try your other button, let's say, you probably have to press the button to actually hear that beep.
Oh, so maybe it is the wiring on that button.
Yeah,
Maybe I
like if
need
you
to
have a
redo.
loose button, test it on your loose button, and you'll find that like it's not going to beep until you press the button. Then it'll go beep when you press the button, and when you release the button, it'll stop beeping. That means you have the continuity only when the button's to press, which is what you want. If it's doing
Ah.
it, it's like one of the leads is touching metal,
Mhm.
or somewhere along there's like a bad solder.
Oh, gotcha. Huh.
And
Yeah,
believe me, I'm
see,
no better. I'm having that same issue right now with my buttons. I'm like, motherfucker, I have a couple issues, and that's one of them.
see, like I'm kind of depressing the button right now on the one that does work, and it's beeping, right?
Yeah, but it's not beeping when you're not depressing it, right?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay,
Only
so
when
that's working properly then. As long as like, you attach your wire connectors, it's not beeping, but then you press the button and then it beeps.
so maybe I do need to just resolder that button and see if that works.
Yeah, or if it's like, I don't know what button it is, but if like resoldering it doesn't fix it, you could always try replacing the wires or replacing the button itself.
Yeah, and I may do that because as of right now, I got the PTFE 30 gauge wire on.
As long as you don't have PTSD, you're golden.
Oh my god! I think I'm gonna get there one of these days. Oh.
Post-traumatic saber disorder. I think I have that already.
I'll start making start turning into the Joker after that. Oh, did you see have you seen the Joker saber?
I don't think so.
What? Are you serious?
What's the Joker saber?
No, somebody built a Joker saber for Mark Hamill, dude. It's been a long time.
Sounds familiar. Did you send this to me? I don't know. Sounds familiar.
I haven't sent it to you.
Maybe you told me about it the last show.
I told you about it, yeah. But
I didn't see it.
They built him a lightsaber with the Joker theme on it. And it's got like all the colors of the Joker on the outside. It's got the Joker's like it's purple and green colors on the hilt. And when he turns it on, and it's got the Joker laughing when he starts it for the boot up. Oh man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty killer. And then it's got, I think they've got the yellowish green colors for the blade. He was like in awe with it. I'll have to find it, man. I'll need to find it and send it to you.
Love that Joker. Brand X. Yeah, I think you spoke about it before.
I definitely need to get some more fonts though.
Jesus Christ. Wait till I show you guys this thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so annoying, Kev. This is making me want to like slice my throat.
Oh, it does say that.
Fucking thing. How ridiculous is this? This thing's got $400,000. We'll be lucky to get 4K. What the fuck is this? Are you goddamn kidding me?
What?
The PlayStation 5 comes out in 2 hours, and this fucking thing has $400,000 in backers. This is not even a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox.
It's a flex beam, bro.
For your back? To make your back?
No hate, man. Congrats to those fuckers.
Look.
Congrats to those fuckers, man.
For your
what is it?
It's for anything.
It's for your heart, bro. It warms your heart.
It's like this is if you don't have a friend.
It warms your heart, bro.
Beam.
This is for people without a friend.
Red
Yeah, you know what?
therapy.
You need to read the description so we can like take some pointers and shit.
Oh yeah, they decided to tone back the Krypton.
This is unbelievable. This thing. Oh my god.
Lose it.
It's $500. It's $400. It's more money than an Xbox Series whatever. Can you believe this thing?
A lot of people want it, man.
Look at this thing, Kev. This thing will choke you to death. This thing will absolutely kill you, and it has four. This. Oh my god! I'm gonna have a
They went.
heart attack.
They
Ah,
should
fuck
have
them.
got
They're good.
Superman in it. They should have put Superman in that guy's place. I think that would have sold a lot better that way.
Fuck the flex beam.
Nah, I'm not giving them no hate, man.
I'm giving it mate. Fuck that. That shit's ridiculous. What is it? It's just like
I wanna buy one,
you
bro.
attach like 8 beepers and you're gonna.
Red beam therapy. What the
buying
hell is
one,
red
bro.
beam therapy?
I'm gonna wear this as a hat and grow some hair.
Well, space will make you turn into a chia pet, man.
This chick's wearing it as a bra. It does it all. It doesn't even say anything, Kev. Like it just look. It doesn't say shit. I think like the best thing to do is to just bullshit people. Look, red light therapy works by stimulating your body's natural self-healing process. How can you say this? The FDA didn't shut these people down. Oh my god.
Where's the proof?
Oh my
Let 'em
god!
live, yo,
Of
let 'em
course, people are happy. Like over 500 users are already happy. Yeah, because this thing is a massager, and who doesn't want a massage? It's just okay. Anyway,
That thing grabs you by the pussy.
Oh, that's gonna be Trump's favorite new toy.
F that thing.
Oh my god. Oh, the shit that people come up with sometimes.
Don't go to that. Go to
And-
Albatross Junction and drop your
Right?
email.
Yeah, your money's better off on Albatross Junction, people. Come on. Really?
You're gonna buy something that wraps around your neck and chokes you, and then your mom's gonna walk in the room and be like, "He didn't even get sexual pleasure out of this suicide." Like you're trying to get a massage. This is awful. What an idiot.
You choked yourself instead of you choking your chicken. Oh my gosh.
I would be so ashamed of my son if I walked in and he had suicided with that thing. I'd be like, oh, you can't even suicide like David Carradine with some pleasure.
Right. Not even the Joker would go for that one.
Definitely not. Joker would not abide by that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Nobody should be able to live with themselves.
How can you live with yourself?
You can't, you stupid motherfucker. Oh. Lord have mercy.
$500 for Elroy's gravity belt from the Jetsons. It doesn't even do shit.
Elroy was my guy.
Yeah, Elroy was cool. It's too funny though. Everybody was after his sister.
Judy, everybody wanted Judy.
Eep, op,
Judy.
ork, ok, ok.
Judy was a whore.
She was, wasn't she? It's kind of like she always had boyfriends or some shit over her, right?
Yeah, she
Well,
did.
she was like the 10 years older like sister.
Well, she's
So-
a teenager, so.
Elroy was a mistake. Elroy wasn't wanted.
Elroy.
No, the robot sure
That's
loved
the
it.
dirty secret of that Jetsons.
The robot maid,
Rosie.
Rosie. Yeah.
She was the best character.
Rosie was my shit. Everything, a place for everything, and everything in its place.
Remember, like there was one time where she like she left or they fired her or something. She was like out on the street.
Yeah, they had
That
to go fucking get her. They went back together. Like
Yeah,
she was
'cause they
getting
thought
married
they
to
could
something
do-
stupid crazy. I swear to God, she was getting married to something crazy.
Oh, yeah, she got married to like Max. Remember, like
Yeah,
Max
yeah.
was the repair robot.
That's funny as hell, man. He loved her to death, always.
He was like
Rosie.
made to love her. It's part of
the
this
fuck
program.
is that?
Is that Mundo Saber about to turn on?
No, it's still doing the same shit. I'm like, oh, back to fixing the damn thing.
Back to the circuit board.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I will get it one of these days. There is no try. I will do it.
Yeah, like I always told the Saber stuff, like a Saber will never beat me. I don't care. Like there was this one that just took months and months and months, and I was like, I don't care. It'll never beat me. I'm not going to give up on this.
Mm-hmm.
Persistence over resistance. God damn it!
Exactly.
All right, I'm done. I'm done persisting, bro.
You're done persisting.
Going to sleep. I'm gonna be up at 6.
All right,
walking
well,
dogs.
Check out Albatross Junction on IndieGogo. We are in our pre-launch campaign. Drop your email. We'll get back to you when we have something as far as the launch party or something as far as the main launch campaign. For right now, it's just dropping off your email. Mundo, do you have anything you want to say before we roll out?
Well, I had a lot of fun with Mundo Mondays, man. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate y'all having me on as always.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great to hang out with you guys all the time, and you know the art is just coming along fantastically, and I just feel honored to be part of it.
Thanks, buddy. I'm real happy about everything that's happening. Kevin's coloring is working out great for issue number 1. Volume 1. Oh, I really like how these darkened figures are coming out.
Yeah,
that's
looking
perfect.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, man.
That's better than I imagined, though.
Mm-hmm.
Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I like it. I like it.
Kevin made them
these
look like
right here.
statues. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
And then only thing that's missing is I gotta add like the smoke from the speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all the steam and
definitely.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Over here. It's got to feel cold. Like they don't look cold yet,
Right.
but they will.
There could also be, I think you've talked before about like steam coming off their bodies as well.
Yeah. All of that's gonna happen.
So it almost like they have their own atmosphere type of thing because there's like steam coming off of them.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Very cool. So we'll be back on Wednesday. Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. All the Albatross Junction live shows is where you get your insider sneak peek every single week. You guys have been getting bonus episodes on Mondays with Mundo Mondays, and we're going to keep that going for a while and join us on Wednesday for our New Comic Book Day live show, which we do every single week. And what did you write there? Never.
Never.
Is that what you wrote? Never.
Never ever.
So adding fucking Pete. So adding some graffiti to the background.
All right. Well, have a great night, you guys, and
too,
we'll
man.
see you on Wednesday. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Primal Gamer, Jason, everybody that was in the chat. Yeah. Where's my little bumper thingy for the outro? Okay, here we go. Cosme. I didn't play Kevin's song today. All right, we gotta get Kevin's song on Wednesday.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, fuckers. Later on.